Welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I'm working on mixed media mayhem as well as how to kill a kit with style. This is my January kit, and I have combined my January how to kill a kit with style with my counterfeit kit challenge blog kit. Today's mixed media mayhem is a recipe rather than a piece of inspiration, and our recipe is flare, stencil, and paste. My flare is buried, but it's here. It's here. So I have a little bit of a dilemma. Today, my kitten doesn't want to sit on my layout. He wants me to hold him while I record. So this should be interesting, right? So the flare and this, I don't know if it's wood veneer or acrylic. It looks like acrylic to me is from my advent calendar from 2023. Nope, haven't used all of that yet. Don't know that I've used any of it, but I pulled it out because I was looking through it and realized that I had these pictures of me creating or making cookies with my granddaughter back in 2017, January of 2017. And so I thought we would go ahead and scrapbook this. This is a brand new stencil. I have not used it yet. I purchased it during Scrap and Reflections Black Friday sale, and so I'm kind of excited to use this one. And then of course I have the rest of my papers and product from my How to Kill a Kit with Style January counterfeit kit combination here. Our product focus for How to Kill a Kit with Style is alphas. These are unopened. I purchased them recently at the local Joann's for like $2. And yes, I might have purchased 3 or 4 sets of them. So, time to open them. I have some ephemera from this collection. And then these puffy hearts and puffy dots as well. So I'm going to pause. We're going to get started with this mixed media so I can give it time to dry, and I'll be right back. So I pulled out 2 of Vicky Bouton's texture pastes. I think these came from Print Shop. Not positive on that, but I have 2 sets of them, and I'm actually going to finish off this mauve pink color one today because it is almost empty, and I'm really glad because it was starting to dry. It hadn't dried yet, but it was beginning to dry, and so I'm glad that I'm going to be able to use up the entire bottle. And I'm also glad I have another unopened bottle. That's kind of fun. So I am just going to be putting a lot of this paste kind of around the corners. I'm going to put both colors on here. The stencil is going to be a pain in the neck to clean because it's going to be covered with texture paste when I'm finished. I will be leaving the very center open. I'm not going to be putting texture paste in the center because I know that I'm going to be making a large 8x8 photo mat for the center of this layout, and I don't need to put texture paste in the center. I am going to be putting each color on opposite corners, so I'm going to move on to the green color. First I thought it was kind of a blue. I'm not colorblind. I know my colors. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's a kind of a dark minty green, and it goes really well with the Hip Kit paper that I have in my kit this month. That makes me super happy. And it's, totally a happy accident because there was no forethought about that paper being in this kit. And I just chose it because it had some similar colors that my granddaughter has on in the photo is why I chose the paper. That, and it was girly. I feel like this kit is very, very girly this month, which is okay, but I do have more boys than I do girls, and so sometimes it would be absolutely wonderful if people would remember that not everybody only has little girls and we want more than just flowers. I love flowers, don't get me wrong, but I also like gears and boy stuff. So anyway, we're going to start building the rest of the layout now. So you're getting to see me kind of have issues here. I think I needed more coffee because I'm like, I can't figure out how to do this. What is going on with me? Why am I broken? I end up just going ahead and making the second cut, and I'm going to have to snip a piece with my scissors to finish pulling it out, and that's fine. I was just laughing at myself like, girl, more coffee. This is not good that you're doing this. I don't think I'd even had a full cup yet. So that's, I'm going to stick with that, you know. I needed coffee. That's totally it. Anyway, so I also gutted that beautiful dark mint floral paper. It is such a pretty pattern, and I gutted it because I don't need, you know, the full background piece. I've got enough thickness on this layout with the white cardstock, the ledger, so just gutting that just allows me to have another piece for another layout later this month. So the last element that I need to make this layout fit the Mixed Media Mayhem recipe for this week is that piece of flair, and it says Grandma's Recipe on it, which the cookies that we are making are my recipe. They're actually my mom's recipe, but I bettered it over time, and my cookies always come out better than my mom's anyway, and she'll tell you that too. So anyway, it's a great recipe, and I'm not even sure where Mom got the original recipe from. I just know that it's a good recipe, and it's not the recipe on the back of the Toll House cookie bag. It's just slightly different. So I'm just kind of adding bits and pieces to this layout at this point. There are a lot of wordy bits on this layout, and at first I was worried about that, but I was able to get all of the ones that I pulled to use. Some of them came from the actual January 2023 hip kit that I put in my counterfeit kit this month, and then some of them came from another one of their kits called A New Day, and I don't have any paper left from that collection or kit. I just have embellishments, and so a lot of them came from that because I put those in my kit as well this month, knowing that I still needed to find a way to use them. So I was really happy to use up quite a bit of the wordy bits from A New Day, and I still have quite a bit left. Over on that left-hand side is some chipboard stickers, and those are actually from A New Day. So my intention was to use the thickers that I pulled for the entire title, which is going to be baking cookies, but as it turns out, I also didn't want the word cookies to go off that piece of ledger that I'm using to build the middle of my layout. So I grabbed a set of tile letters that I have in my stash. These are really old. I think they are very old My Mind's Eye letters. I'm not 100% positive about that, but that's what I think they are. And that means, of course, you can't get them anymore. I chose that dark pink because it matches some of the embellishments that I'm adding to my layout. And I also am going to go ahead and add a lot of these little puffy hearts. I add 3 in the upper left corner and 3 down in the lower right corner. All right, I got this layout completely finished. I'm really happy with the way that this turned out. I love this new stencil I got from Scrapping Reflections. I loved being able to use this flair that I wasn't really sure how I was going to use because I don't have any of my grandmother's recipes, but a friend of mine pointed out funnily enough that, hey, you're a grandma, you got photos of you baking with her, and I actually did have some photos with me baking with her, so that was kind of cool. I was taking this way too literally. I do that sometimes. I love MK's acrylic pieces here that I got in last year's, in 2023, not 2024, advent calendar. They're so much fun, and they made a perfect accent for this layout. I loved working with my counterfeit kit and how to kill a kit with style kit. They're the same kit, and using up some more of these beautiful sparkly thickers that I just bought on clearance for $2 a pack. but I love them. That's about the only way I will ever use glitter, is when it's already on something. Otherwise, no thank you to the glitter. I want to thank you for coming to my channel today. There is a playlist for Mixed Media Mayhem and How to Kill a Kit with Style, and I will have those linked in that description box below for you. So make sure you check those out. You'll be amazed and in wonder at all of the wonderful inspiration that you're going to see on those two playlists. So make sure you do check those out. I want to thank you for being here, and you guys have a great Friday and a great weekend. Bye.